It's another Saturday evening and welcome to the program Leading Women. My name is Toyin Adepoju. Allegations of sexual harassment by lecturers in Nigerian universities have been ongoing for a while now. These allegations are, however, mostly swept under the carpet. The emotional response that followed the British Broadcasting Corporation's Sex for Great documentary was therefore not surprising. Headed by Kiki Mordi, the BBC African Eye team had painstakingly investigated lecturers in West African University for a year.
University professors sexually harassing and blackmailing their students.
Situations have been going on for years, and every single year, every single department, every single student, there's always a story.
We all hear about it, but it's almost never proven.
The very first advice I got was don't ever go to your male lecturer's office alone.
Good afternoon. Fine, thank you.
It's as if almost everybody in Nigeria and Ghana knows somebody who's been sexually harassed by a lecturer.
Nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to believe victims. It is crazy. I know a lot of people that have been abused and nobody is trying to do anything.
For the past year, I've been working with BBC Africa Eye to build a team of female investigators. I take this issue seriously. I was sexually harassed by a lecturer at university. It's been happening across West Africa for decades.
So we are dealing with an epidemic here. You know, the thing about sexual harassment, they groom you. You say that word groom. Groom here not in a positive sense. They take time to pick their victims.
For the first time ever, we planted journalists posing as students inside our top universities, the University of Lagos and the University of Ghana, to secretly record men who sexually harass and abuse your sisters, your friends, your daughters.
A lecturer will say that if you don't speak with me, I will not give you mark. Who are you? It's about dehumanizing your fellow human being. I'm a human being. I have rights to my body.
You'll be shocked by what you'll see. Professors, senior lecturers, grooming and seducing students.
It is a criminal offense.
My name is Kiki Mordi. Lecturers who harass their students, I want you to know, Africa Eye has been watching.
It featured University of Ghana and University of Lagos, Nigeria. After gathering dozens of testimonies which placed the lecturers on the radar, BBC African Eye sent undercover journalists posing as students into the two universities. The result was a video that documented in real time how lecturers engaged in amorous relationship with their female students for academic favors. At the center of it was Boniface Igbenegu, a senior lecturer in the Faculty of Arts, University of Lagos, caught allegedly seducing an admission seeker.
One name kept coming up in our research. A senior lecturer in Unilag's Faculty of Arts, a former sub-dean, and the head pastor of a local branch of the Foursquare Gospel Church. His name is Dr. Boniface Igbenegu.
Fellowship of the Holy Spirit rest and abide with us now and forevermore. Amen.
So sit down. How old are you? 17. I look very big like this.
And minutes into our conversation, this doctor had complimented me 5 times about being a beautiful girl. You're a beautiful girl, you're beautiful, you're very beautiful.
Don't you know you're a beautiful girl? Do you know that? Eh? You are not beautiful, we are very beautiful. You are a very beautiful girl. Do you know, and I'm in my 50s, okay? What will shock you is that even at my age now, if I want a girl of your age, 17-year-old, all I need is to sweet tongue and put some money down, and I'll get her.
Really?
Yes. Pass your jam, I'll give you admission.
Are you serious?
I'm an associate professor in French.
You just have to give it to them the way they want and you pass. You do well. You come up with amazing grades. That's all it takes.
No, it's not good to just judge to see it's bad. It's good. It depends on what the person is getting from it.
Someone who claims to be a man of God tells me sex for grades is not bad, is good.
Samuel Oladipo of the Department of Economics, University of Lagos, was also caught in the BBC's sting operation.
Earlier, while I was keeping guard for Kemi outside Dr. Boniface's office, out of nowhere, economics lecturer Dr. Samuel Oladipo, thinking I was a student, called me over to him, pulled me by my hands to his office, and pressured me to give him my phone number. Later, I told Dr. Oladipo I was a student who wanted to switch to his economics course.
Good afternoon. Fine, thank you.
He invited me to his office 3 times for tutorials. He was consistently inappropriate with me. It was clear he was more interested in seducing me than helping me with my academics.
I know how to love
Hey.
Seriously.
At one point, he leaned in really close to me.
This is become sweet.
I could see from his eyeline he was, looking right here, like leering at my breasts.
Should I hold on to this or I should just look at the name around?
I tried to talk about education, but then he reached out and started touching and stroking my hand. Our adults, misleading me about the rules, trying to make it look like it's okay for a lecturer to date a student. When I told him I was ready to go, he was reluctant. As I was walking down the stairs, he reached around my waist from behind and touched my breast.
The documentary, which went viral, showed in real time the prevalence of sexual molestation of female undergraduates. Not minding that the journalist who posed as an admission seeker claimed to be 17 years old, Igbenegbu invited her to a series of meetings and proposed sex to her. Among other salacious tips, Igbenegbu unraveled Unilag's senior staff club's cold room.
I'd heard a lot of stories about the staff club, and so on that meeting, I brought it up with Dr. Boniface.
There's an upper part of the staff club, where lecturers, when they take girls, they take them up there to go and smooch them. Romance them.
They'll take them to do?
To smooch, touch their breast, touch all their body.
Jesus.
It's a club. So they call it the cold room.
Inside staff club?
Inside that staff club.
He describes the place to me and even orders one of the female students who was in his office that day to turn off the lights just so I could get a feel of how this cold room is, how dark it is.
Put everything up so you understand. So you see the way it is now. It's not as if I don't know there's somebody there. But I'll not really be able to see the face very well. You understand? You not see, so I hold my bed, you hold the big room, so everybody is doing whatever. But they won't have sex, but they touch and
Lecturers are only allowed to date students where there is no conflict of interest. And if they do date, they have to inform university authorities.
So lecturers still have girlfriends.
It's forbidden. I don't know if they are human beings.
No, it means among students.
Yes, you can see if I'm there. It's an adult environment.
Is that allowed?
Nobody is allowed. It's not disallowed. Hello?
It tells me how the relationships also come with benefits, which are grades. Sex for grades.
In my chat with her, Kiki Mordi gives us an insight into her background, her experience while putting together the Sex for Grade documentary, and her plans for the future. Why don't you sit back and enjoy my conversation with Kiki Mordi. Enjoy. Interesting story about becoming a broadcast journalist. I would like to start with that. Yes, prior to being selected at the audition, what career path did you see yourself taking?
Okay, to be fair, I was confused. It was very confusing. I wasn't sure of anything in my life. I was scared that I was going to drop out and not have anything, And thankfully, I spoke to my mom about it, and she was really open to having me back at home. Maybe we'd start again, write jam again, go back to school. But I wasn't sure of anything. I just knew that aspect of my life seemed to be crumbling down. It seemed to be over.
Okay. What was actually responsible for this, Kiki?
Responsible for me wanting to...
Not really sure of what you really wanted.
Okay. So the story begins at me in school, in university, trying to get an education, and I was being targeted by my lecturer. I was being targeted. I hadn't seen my result for 2 consecutive semesters because he kept withholding my result from me, and every time I went into his office to ask about my result, he was always demanding for sex. All right, and I felt like I would avoid him. One semester, second semester, it was the same thing. I didn't find my results as well, and I just knew that I was being targeted. I made efforts to go out there and try to get help from friends and from some offices within the school, and I wasn't able to get any help. I felt very alone. So I did not have any sense of my future. I knew that at some point this was going to hook me and I will not be able to finish up on my school. So I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I called my mom and she told me to come home. She'd rather have her daughter. Being a graduate is not as important as having her daughter, completely. So that's it. I escorted my friend for an audition. She was the one that had the audition for radio. Okay. But the lady, Cleopatra Tao, of blessed memory, she's late right now. She's the one that discovered me. She said there was something about my voice and I should go into the booth and try out the audition. And I tried it out and then she took me.
That's quite inspiring. There's a particular thing you said, which I'm actually going to quote. You said meeting people who are difficult to work with is the radio presenter's biggest challenge. Can you actually shed more light on this?
I can't even remember when I said that. Well, can you tell me where that is from? I've spoken.
Okay, this was an interview you granted the sparkle.com. I think it's an online magazine.
Oh, yes. Well, that's sort of outdated. But yes, sometimes it's difficult to put together a team that understands what radio is all about. That was coming from a place of I've been a radio producer and a radio presenter, and I've been both. So it's really difficult for me to work with a producer that doesn't understand production, because I already know what production should look like. But no, I think that's kind of outdated. That's not the biggest, that's not the hardest part about working in the media. The hardest part currently about work media is having to shelve the things you believe in and listen to people who vehemently hell-bent on debating your existence, for example, as a woman, right? They try to debate your existence to you. It's kind of difficult because you have to be a professional at all times. Okay. So yes, this is something that I faced every day since I've been working at Women Radio. Some men calling to tell us that women should do this, or women are to blame for sexual harassment and all of that. It's hard, but it's the job that I'm every day willing to do. I choose that job every day. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about your background. Would you call yourself a Port Harcourt babe? Yes, I don't even know where people found that out from, but yes, it's true. I was born in Port Harcourt, as a matter of fact. I was born, and up until secondary, I left for secondary school in Lagos. I went to Queen's College. That's when I left Port Harcourt, and then so I guess in many ways I could be a Port Harcourt babe. Okay. Now tell us a little bit about growing up. How was growing up like for you? What growing up was like for me? Yeah. Growing up was interesting. I was a young, timid child. I was in my own world, and I was what people would call a geek. I enjoyed sciences. I enjoyed spending extra hours in school. I would wake up. My mom would have to wake up extra early because of me, because I had one science fair to attend to. So it was I didn't make a lot of friends. I was timid. I was quiet. And I had very supportive parents. They were always very supportive. They never ever tried to clamp me down whenever I was a high flyer. I know people, told me in my adult days that, when they were young and they were too intelligent, like their parents would say, no good to no book, or who will marry you. I did not have that problem at all, right? My dad was always so supportive. He would carry me. He would take his day. He used to be a banker. He can take a day off from work, drop me at a place where I was presenting a poem. He would hold me, carry me on his neck. I just had this really huge support from my mom and my dad equally, until unfortunately he passed away in 2002, and it was just me and my mom and my siblings.
Wow. Now let's talk about the latest investigative report that you did on sex for grades in West African University. It has actually created a huge stir among Nigerians. Were you expecting this kind of reaction?
A scare, I don't know about scare, but I was expecting a certain level of this reaction. I didn't expect it to be this big. I didn't expect it to be this deep as well. I'm hoping that it's not a scare, because I'm hoping that it's inspiration, and it's more of a vindication, not a scare. I'm hoping that we are more vindictive about stamping out sexual abuse in our university system. And yes, the fear, if anyone should feel fear, it should be perpetrators of this sexual violence, sexual abuse, and various forms of sexual harassment. They should be afraid.
Okay.
We need them to be afraid, because the system will come for them.
Okay, I hear that you've actually been receiving some threats. Is this true?
Yeah, I have discounted that as a rumor. That I have not received any threats. No, I haven't.
Okay, thank you for confirming that. Now, you spoke about the university experience that set the foundation for this report. Was it basically because of your personal experience that you actually went all out to do this report? Or it was something you had in mind to do at one point in your life?
Well, being a personal experience was also a fuel, but no, that wasn't the we even did this in the first place. In fact, I probably wasn't in the picture when the team decided to do this investigation in the first place. It was tons of messages from the public, messaging the Africa Eye team, begging that these investigations be done into universities, that the investigations be carried out because it's endemic, the sexual harassment problem. And that coupled with the fact that I always have been doing some work with gender equality, safe spaces for women. A number of us that have been on this project are really passionate about what we do. It just so happens that I being the lead investigator, also had a personal story. I mean, if you look around Nigeria, who doesn't have a personal story?
We all have stories.
Let's even start from there.
We all have stories.
Yes. So it was a plus, but no, it wasn't the main reason the team did it in the first place, but it was definitely a plus.
While carrying out this investigative report, during the process of recording and all, were you at any point scared?
Yes. I know a lot of people see me to be one fearless woman. No, I was scared. I felt fear. All of us felt fear at some time, but we all drew strength from each other. And we also had confidence in the security measures that we put in place. We had a system to get us out if there was danger. We had a system to protect us, and we all had training as well. We all knew the red flags to look out for. We all knew the things to do, how to conduct ourselves in a professional manner. And we had to remind ourselves, because these men, we didn't just wake up and decide to go into their offices. We did a lot of research that led us to them. So we knew what they were capable of doing. So at all times we were alert. But yes, fear is a very valid emotion that we must have felt at one point or the other.
Now, what major lessons have life challenges taught you to shape the person you are today?
I can't quite put my finger on the one thing that really shaped me, but I know that a lot of it revolves around family. A lot of it revolves around family, and then my personal journey throughout discovering myself away from my family.
Okay, you have on several occasions expressed your passion for youth empowerment. Why is this so critical to you?
It's very critical because I have seen from a lens of youth how passionate we are and how much change the youth is making right now. And we know how and I believe that we are being infantilized a lot. I would want more young people go out there and realize the power that they have no idea how much power like they have in their hands or we have in our hands. So I really want more power to give what they can. All the talent that is so beautiful and amazing and magical to watch, but yet no empowerment to make this possible.
Wow.
I think with that, that we are empowered enough. I always demand, I always, advocate for more empowerment for youth to be able to change the world.
It's been how many years? How many years have you actually been a media person, a media practitioner?
In over years, I have been on radio, I've done a little bit of writing, I've done filmmaking, and now investigative journalism.
Over how many years?
Over 6 years.
Over 6 years. Now, is this your first investigative journalism experience?
Yeah, this is my first professional in-depth investigative journalism.
Would you love to do it again if given the opportunity?
Oh yeah, definitely would love to do it again if given the opportunity.
All right, what would you say to every woman out there struggling to make something of themselves?
I would say that being a woman is a superpower already. Unfortunately, we live in a society that tries to clamp down on that superpower. I wish that you don't feel alone. I wish that you don't feel slighted, even though you may have been slighted by the system. I wish that you can connect with the sisterhood and really believe in yourself, believe in your strength, and grow from there.
Thank you so much, Kiki. I had a wonderful time having this conversation with you.
So much. Thank you.
All right. And that's it on today's edition of the program Leading Women on Splash 105.5 FM. A big thank you to my production crew, which consists of Zainab Sani, my production assistant, and not forgetting Tolu, my audio engineer. For comments and observation, you can send a text or a WhatsApp message to me on 0805 733 5451. 0805 733 5451. Or you can send an email. My email address is tito@splashfm1055.com. That's TEETO@splashfm1055.com. Till I come your way next week Saturday with another wonderful woman, I remain yours sincerely, Toyin Adepoju. Have yourself a pleasant evening.